A couple of days ago, we had seen J. Prince Jr. whip out the Rolls Royce cars.
I'm in the middle of Fifth Ward, Houston, Texas, you know what I'm saying?
We didn't really know what it was about. Well, it turns out somebody was viewing that as well, and they like, bruh, listen, I need to go ahead and get my lick too. That person, two of them. It's been 3 weeks, and I still ain't heard nothing about dropping the project, album. I ain't talked to the people that get 70% of what I make. I've been creating my own lane best I can. It's like I'm independent, but I'm not. I still ain't been paid for 4 videos that I paid out my pocket that they make money off of. I'm 10 to 15K in a hole for shit the label's supposed to do. And since Month don't care if I crash and burn, I'ma make sure all my life never represent this again. I don't even want to renegotiate this taking too long. I don't want your money, your dinners, your fake meeting, and prep talks, your weak-ass manipulation tactics, 100 thumbs down emoji. I've begin to drop the albums and fulfill the contract. Can we please just do this? I got over 5 hours for y'all. We can drop them up back to back. What's so hard about if y'all ain't trying to keep me in a slave contract? And Junior, I don't have a daddy that's worth 300 mil. So I don't know. It's easy for you not to give a F, but since I can talk to you, since I can't talk to you, I'll tell you here. And I'm in Houston. We can meet up anywhere. You can bring all your men and I'll come by myself on my kids. And somebody tell GloRilla's sister, STFU, cuz. Birdman hands, bang! Before we move on, here's something you can do and get paid for. This is called free cash. Free cash is number 2 on the Apple Store and pays you to play games. You can make $500 plus a month by playing games for free. Use my QR code or the link in the description to get $5 when you download and sign up for free. Download and get paid on your phone and start playing. Now, if we want to be fair, right, and we only going to be fair around here, that contract that he got, I'm going to be fair, square, obvious, and honest. It don't really look too good. He just said out of his own mouth, hey, bro, y'all robbing me for 70%. Listen, Finesse, you said you in a hole for 10 to 15K, right? You in a hole for that long, which means you actually could take that to a real lawyer, pay a contract lawyer to go through that, look at everything, and you can get out of your contract. There is rarely that you can find a contract that you actually had to stick to. So when he's saying this stuff, you need to go ahead and find you a civil attorney that specializes in contract law and get out of that. See, there's clauses in every contract that lets you out of it. If they don't fulfill it, if they don't do what they're supposed to do, and all of that stuff. Matter of fact, let's take a look at the actual contract. Roll it. So what we're going to do, I would like to read the whole entire thing, but I already read it, and that'll put y'all to sleep. So let's get y'all the goods and the bads, all right? So the good is that J. Prince Entertainment is officially added. This makes the power structure clear instead of hidden. So the artist gets 35% of net advances on LPs 1 through 5. That's higher than a lot of rookie label deals. So everything is spelled out in writing. No handshake, no mystery on the goddamn splits. But here's where the bad is, right? 30% automatically goes to J. Prince Entertainment before anything else. And that's a massive permanent slice. So company plus J. Prince Entertainment together takes 65% of advances. Artist is a minority from the jump. So this is an amendment, not a fresh deal, meaning he's stacking obligations, not resetting the leverage. Now let's jump over to page 2. So page 2, right? The artist owns 70% of ancillary rights. That's merchandise, touring and all this other shit, right? So the artist keeps creative control over ancillary content, meaning whatever he want out there, that's what it's going to be. And then joint venture structure exists instead of straight ownership loss. Now, here's the bad part. J Prince Entertainment is the managing member. That means they got the final say on the money. They got the final say on the administration, the decisions, and final say in disputes. So if there's a disagreement, like how he's doing right now, James Prince Entertainment, they win, period. Moneybagg Yo's settlement comes out of the Finesse shares. So they're not even losing on this one. So he gives up like 70% to Mob Ties plus JPE. Then Finesse personally covers $35,000 toward the Moneybagg Yo obligation. So yeah, he owns 70%, but he actually don't even control the bank on this one. So now let's jump over to page 3. So here's the good part of this. Minimum royalty floors increase over albums. So the LP, the first one is going to get 14%. Then the next LPs 4 through 5 is going to jump to 16%. And that's actually better than a flat rate. So same 35% royalties apply to foreign sales. Artists' approval rights on merch can't be unreasonably blocked. But here's the bad part, right? Once again, James Prince Entertainment still gets 30% of royalties. That's here in the US and that's everywhere else, like outside of the US. So the split though on the merchandise, that shit is brutal because basically the artist is only getting 35% and then James Prince Entertainment gets 30%. After costs are deducted first. So net language anywhere, meaning expenses get pulled before the artist even sees a freaking dollar. So worldwide exclusive rights to name and likeness. That leverage going as far as endorsements and merchandise outside the label. So this deal pays Finesse a decent amount on paper, but it's the control and cash flow that really sits with J Prince, not the artist, and that's why he's not dropping. After reviewing the contract, he has basically a way out. Audit them. Hire a lawyer, audit them. There you go. If you have them audit them, you can see basically delayed or failed payments. That'll let you out the contract. And transparency. See, in his contract, they had to let him know what they're doing. If he's saying, I done try to speak to y'all and all this stuff and everything, and y'all not rocking with me, y'all not letting me in on what's actually going on, Finesse2Tymes. That's your way to exit stage left. But he also said something the other week. I'm not going to play the video, but we all remember him basically saying, hey, bro, the label said that that Biggie, Bones and Biggie, he Bone and Biggie, baby, he Bone and Biggie, baby. That beat, hey, man, I need, y'all want 40,000 for it? Man, I ain't got no 40,000. I ain't got 40,000 with 40,000 on me. But you said the week previous that the label told you Big X the Plug said no to you dropping. You said, oh, you went to the label and the label said, Big X said, nah. You called Big X said it's good to go. And now you came back on the internet and said it actually wasn't good because the label told you that they did not actually want to do what? Let that be gone. So I don't believe Finesse2Tymes. Based off of his own actions, I don't believe that the label actually is not conversing with him, ain't talking with him or anything like that. I think what he wants to do is push this stuff out, because he did something that was very interesting that I believe he 100% learned from Charleston White. And that was he got on the fastest thing trending with GloRilla's sister and dissed her. And then GloRilla's sister actually fired back. I'll probably make a video on that one too, but we'll see how that one goes. But hey, yeah, it is what it is, man. Finesse, you have ways to get out of the contract. I don't believe that. I believe what's really happening is you want out of the contract and you don't have the money to buy yourself out of the contract. And since you don't have the money to buy yourself out of the contract, you're going to try to use social media and propaganda against Mob Ties and all them because you don't like how it look. You said they're getting 70%. Your contract states you get 35%. So that's 65% by my account and my accords. And then you basically know that everything that you do has to be approved. So you went ahead and jumped the gun on these contracts. on these contracts, on these projects. You jumped the gun and start doing stuff that you wanted to do without approval. See, the label has to send stuff to underwrite. It has to meet the checks and balances. It has to make sense. We had to look at, not we, but the label has to look at certain things like, oh, did this work? Did this work? Did this work? Did this work? Okay, it hit this, it hit this, it hit this, it hit this. If it hit all of those criteria, then you're good to go. But if it didn't, then you're not good to go. But I believe more than likely what happened is Finesse been looking at his numbers, how he going up online, and he like, time to drop. And he's not wrong. He's not wrong, actually. The label should go ahead and drop the shit. Regardless of, yeah, it probably will flop, it probably will fail because we don't have it the way that we want to have it. Regardless of all that, y'all still want to catch this wave before it dies out. Because Finesse is going to be headed to jail for a little bit. It is what it is. That boy went to jail 3 times in the last 365 days. And the way he acting, shit, it finally feel like he might have got a little bit of sense because he ain't doing crazy shit no more. Seems like he's staying in the house in Houston. But that's just my thoughts on that. What do y'all think about this? Do y'all think that basically mob ties is ruining Finesse2Tymes, or do y'all believe in the same breath like me? Like, bro, Finesse, listen, youngin, they're actually not screwing you over. I don't know, man. Y'all let me know your thoughts on this one. Click right here, though. I tried to do a little story mode. I don't know if y'all feeling it or not. If not, then so be it. We're going to try it on the freaking Clips channel and keep it rolling right there. But click right here, though, to see how C Murder is going to be in jail for the rest of his life. Whew. Click right here to see all about that. Or click right here for the playlist, and I'll catch you on the next one. Reload it!